Tropical Storm Bertha is making its slow approach toward New Orleans and maybe later Houston. I'll break down rainfall predictions, storm surge predictions, and how strong the storm could be overall as it moves its way through New Orleans exclusively on TBS Cyclone. It is Tuesday, July 21st, 2026. Here you're looking at Tropical Storm Bertha. It's strengthened quite a bit. It's still a mid-range tropical storm since I last did my video, which I guess that was the 19th. So it became a tropical storm yesterday. Got the name Bertha, and it's now moving toward New Orleans at a fairly slow pace. I'll show you watches and warnings for this right now. Tropical storm warnings issued for New Orleans. Tropical storm watches a little further inland. The entire east coast, if you will, of Louisiana under a tropical storm warning. And then some of the southern part of Louisiana is under a tropical storm warning as well. And then tropical storm watches stretch almost to the Texas border through Lake Charles. If we go to the storm surge forecasts on over here, this is via NOAA. The official forecast. Lake Pontchartrain expected to have 1 to 3 foot surge, and then the east coast again of Louisiana and possibly the coast of Mississippi getting 2 to 4 feet of surge. If this strengthens further, we could see a bit more than that. We'll see what ends up happening with that. And then 1 to 3 feet of surge from Florida to the end of the Big Bend, kind of to the Mississippi-Alabama border, and then 1 to 3 feet of surge from the mouth of the Mississippi to Cameron, Louisiana. If the storm strengthens, it could be higher than that. The forecast models for this, let me show you. Let me actually get to a better spot. The latest forecasts by the GFS. I'll show you other forecasts in a second. Let me find it right here. I'm going to show you the regular forecast that is, hold on, let me fix this. The GFS model is showing this storm. They're showing the storm going through New Orleans and then actually kind of staying over Louisiana, weakening and kind of fading out over there. The European forecast model shows this moving over Louisiana too. They also show it kind of fading over Louisiana. We'll see whether or not that happens. But I think the most accurate, in my opinion, is the Google AI model. It was super accurate all last season. And the National Hurricane Center has been basing their forecast for the storm pretty much off of what the Google AI model was saying. Let me reset this again. They did say it was going to go a bit further south, maybe even below Louisiana at first, when it first formed into a depression. Now they're saying it goes right through Louisiana. The current forecast on this storm, they show it, again, moving through Louisiana, going further north. Then they show it moving toward Texas. I'll show you that in just a sec. But they show it still kind of not totally making a landfall in Louisiana. Actually, let me turn off the actual. This is all very confusing. This is really not loading. So what they kind of show happening for this, they show it actually barely making a landfall in Louisiana. At that time, they show it. Where's the main one? They show it. Most of them show it around the same intensity, 50 miles an hour. That's what the National Hurricane Center is saying. The reason, actually, real quick, water temperatures on the storm, very warm, 86, and then as it gets closer to Louisiana, 88, 90 degrees, and then as it leaves Louisiana, same temperatures there. As it gets closer to Houston, 88 degrees. So it's going to be in warm waters this whole time. So you might be wondering, why is it just not strengthening indefinitely? Well, there's a good amount of wind shear kind of tearing the storm apart. A storm wants to get its lower level, upper level, and mid-level circulations all together in one. But you see all this wind like kind of tearing it apart, so it's not really able to do that. I mean, if you look on satellite imagery, the lower level, if the lower level is visible on satellite imagery, which that's where you see a circulation right here. That's where it looks like it's kind of spiraling. That's not really a sign of a strong storm. And most of the storm is to the south. Most of the heavy part of the storm is to the south. Rainfall forecast, starting with the European model. Oh no, wrong button. They show it seems like right now that most of the rain is going to be to the south of Louisiana. However, Louisiana could still get, especially as it moves closer, it still should get maybe upwards of 2 inches of rain. At least in the extreme southern parts, New Orleans, you could see about half an inch to an inch, because the storm is very lopsided. But the rain actually in the Gulf is where it's heaviest. And then they don't really show this hitting Texas, but it probably will. We'll see if it's a tropical storm or a depression by then. And then just a quick look on radar at the storm. Again, it's not looking super healthy. Would I be surprised if it strengthened more? It's 60 miles an hour right now. I wouldn't be totally surprised if it got to like 65. You see the rain bands moving through Pensacola, and then on their way to Louisiana. That should happen tonight. And then finally, this storm should make its final approach tomorrow afternoon and make a landfall tomorrow night. We'll see how strong it'll be then, and then it'll continue moving toward Texas, maybe making landfall late Thursday or early Friday. So I'll be tracking the storm closely. That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and see ya.